show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set! Get a lady! Get a lady! Down, lose one.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
50-50.
Back to throw. Stafford. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down, Lions.
Hit that! Blue 60! Pick it up! Pick it up! Pick it up! Hurry! To the middle, let's go!
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Lady!
Zadarius Smith on the stop. A gain of 2.
On second down, Johnson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
50! Like,
It's a gain of 1. And it's 3rd down.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
set! 180! Hurry! Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Yes, Mike.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Easy, alert.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50.
Easy.
Throwing on third down. Stanford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check, Mike 21. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. You're going to be down.
Rodgers going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Liz. Mike 40. Come on, boy. Hey, wahoo. You got it, Mike. Don't be scared.
Watch out.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Echo.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jared Davis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 42. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Red 80.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
42 the mark, boys. 42. 42 the mark.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And the Lions first down.
Ready. Lady. 42.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, 29 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Next the score, Lions 7, Packers 0.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
40's the mark. Squeeze. Know your job. Hey, Zoo. Mike's 40, Mike's 40. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Rodgers now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
That's good for a Packers first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Advantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Jump out! Hey, here we go. Watch.
From the 44, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And
Hey, leg. Check. Right. Check hot route. Hot. Check 4. Inside. 49. Check 49.
Now Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end.
They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 15-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check 43. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 52. Check 99. Check 99. 70. Hey. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Yellow 80! Yellow 80! Watch twitch! Watch 10! Stay 50! Hey, Delta! Slam! Check 50!
On 2nd and 12, Stafford flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Alert! Monday. 56, Mike, 56. Watch the screen. What happened?
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check alert!
Play action. Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch that screen. Hey, 22.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Back north.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A big run there by Jones. 41 yards. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Whip it down.
On 2nd down, Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, check 26. Hey, orbit. 51's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Yeah, live.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, it's Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. On first and 10, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Oh, he got position on him and he pulls it in. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
32. Let's go, B. Big series right here.
Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. The final shot before the break. Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
51, Mike, 51. Check. 51 to 50. Let's go, defense.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hook on. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jamie Collins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike 51, Mike 55.
To throw is Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, my 7. Hey, I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the pressure gets to him again. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Bring it. Green 18. Protein spill.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
They're not ready for this. Hey, 88. Y'all playing the wrong football. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, Charlie, bring it. Hey, Mike 51.
Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Stay 50.
On first down, Johnson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
20.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
32. Easy.
Back to throw. Stafford. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A gain of 22. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
61, matchbox, lights. Light. Hey.
Stafford now to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
31's the mic. Let's go, defense. Alert! 31's the mic. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning the third.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Here as he's taken down. Preston Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Stafford. Open man is Hansen. A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for 3rd.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, 54.
Now Stafford. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
32. Number 1.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. His throw incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Johnson, even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Preston Smith there on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Preston Williams there to make the grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
30. Go. Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Hey, Haywood. Screen. 51. Right now, you got 58. Get ready. Get ready. 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, box truck.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Monday. Hey, 70.
Throwing here, Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
22. Bravo.
Stafford now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
He's coming. Double up, double up. 32. Check 3, check.
Now it's Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Showing it, showing it. Check. Hey, Red. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch.
Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, folks.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Detroit, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.